guys, happy Valentine's Day. I thought it was so funny that when I was thinking about coming back with my first episode, I didn't realize that it would land on Valentine's Day. I didn't get my episode for, this week's uploading schedule, but I said to myself, I'll at least get 1 to 2 out a month. And then when I saw the next date coming up, I saw it was Valentine's Day and I was like, this is perfect. Let's talk about how you can be your own Valentine. So today I am sharing my self-love guide for being your own Valentine. And I think it's important for anybody to realize, either you're celebrating, today with friends or family, or you do have a significant other and you're celebrating with them. But it's also okay to be alone and just celebrate with yourself. I think it's also important to recognize that even if you're in a relationship with somebody, you can absolutely choose to do things for yourself on this day, just to take care of yourself and pamper yourself and do things for you, as alongside doing something with someone that you love. And I just want you to, prioritize yourself, because I also think that Valentine's Day can be a little bit stressful for people because, you have to buy cards and gifts and flowers, and you feel like you have to go to these fancy restaurants and do something fun. And I think that we forget that Valentine's Day isn't about all the glitz and glamour. It's about spending, time with that person you love, or your friends or your family, just spending time with people that you love being around and that you want to celebrate with. And if you want to celebrate with yourself, that's amazing too. Just going out and buying yourself flowers, or eating your favorite sweets or candy, or making yourself a dinner, or watching movies. Whatever you need to do for yourself is going to be amazing, and you don't have to spend all this money because, everybody out there and the internet and social media tells you have to. I'm here to tell you don't, but I just wanted to share some stuff with you today that I think would help if, you want to be your own Valentine. And the first one is to unstress. Take a slow walk, do a face mask, draw a warm bath and sit in it, do some stretches, sing and dance, journal, read, or even meditate. Do something for yourself to de-stress today. Even if you, work in the morning, when you come home at night, just do something for yourself to just relax and not stress about, what day it is or what you think you have to be doing. It's good to even just do this on normal days, just to take that moment for yourself and say, what do I need in this moment, and what can I do for myself, to make myself feel better. And I think, any of these could definitely work. Or you can even add them together, draw a warm bath, put a face mask on, and just relax, meditate in the bath or read in the bath. Whatever you need to do for yourself to make yourself feel a lot less stressed. And the second one you can do is self-affirmations. Write a list about all the things you're good at, your favorite qualities in yourself, and reasons to be proud of yourself. I think this could be a really good thing to do for yourself on Valentine's Day if you're feeling, sad that you don't have anybody to celebrate with and you need something to cheer you up. Write things about yourself, things you love about yourself, things that you love to do, the qualities you love most about yourselves. And again, reasons to be proud of yourself, reasons to be proud of anything you did during the day, anything you did at the beginning of this month, the things you accomplished last month. Even if you woke up in the morning and you got coffee and you just felt good, be proud of yourself for the little things. It doesn't have to be something big. It can be something tiny, but just to take that moment to say, I'm proud and I love myself. And even like I said, if you have people you're celebrating with, it also takes gives you a moment to take a step back and really connect with yourself before you connect with the people around you. And then the third thing you can do is like actions. Do something you've always wanted to do something you love, do something that makes you feel accomplished. It can be a small thing again, or do something fun with family and friends. I think even going along with like taking a walk, a slow walk, reading a book, doing something that you just want to do for yourself. Like I said, if you want to go to the store and buy yourself some flowers and some chocolate and maybe, put a movie on and just relax, that's something you can do for yourself. And you can even do this if you're going to celebrate with other people. Do this before you go to celebrate with people, or do this after you celebrate with people. If you have a partner or you're married, you can absolutely do something with them, but at the end of the night, you can just do something for yourself. Like before you go to bed, you just tell your partner, like, I enjoyed the time we had together, but I need a moment just to kind of sit with myself, be with myself, and celebrate myself on this day and show yourself some love. Because I think it's easy when you're with other people to accept love from other people and accept that acceptance and, feel warm and fuzzy about it. But also for your mental health, you need to show yourself that self-love and care also, as well as you're showing it to other people, because it's important to be your own Valentine and be rooting for yourself and be there for yourself and just really love on yourself. The next thing you can do is pamper yourself. Light candles, order takeout, or cook yourself a comfortable meal. Put on your favorite outfit. Watch a guilty pleasure film. Snuggle up in a blanket with chocolate and your favorite drink. This is why I said, even if you have somebody you're celebrating the day with, or maybe you're celebrating with friends or family, at the end of the night, if you could, light a candle, snuggle up with your pets, or snuggle up on the couch by yourself and just watch a, movie that you love, or a Valentine's Day cheesy movie, and just eat chocolate or popcorn or whatever you like with your favorite beverage, alcohol or non-alcoholic. It just gives you that time, again, to reconnect back with yourself and realize, like, what you give to other people, you also need to give to yourself. And it's good to just take that moment to love on yourself and connect with yourself and be 100% present with yourself in those moments. And then the last thing you can do is acts of kindness. Give someone a compliment, send someone a postcard, tell somebody that you love them, and treat yourself the same as you give others. I think that's the most important thing, is treating yourself the way you're treating others. You can send people, Valentine's Day cards. You can give people compliments. You can love on other people, but again, love on yourself. Do the things that you need to do for yourself, because I think we spend so much time caring and loving for other people that we forget to care for ourselves. And sometimes when that slips, it can mentally put us in a horrible place and make us, start feeling bad about ourselves because we're not taking care of ourselves like we would take care of others. So again, if you, have a partner, even if you have kids, at the end of the night, at the end of this day, I want you to take care of yourself, to be present with yourself, and to do something for yourself. Love yourself like you're loving others. Do the warm bath, wash your face, brush your teeth, sit down, watch a movie, eat chocolate, and just enjoy a few moments for yourself to really just be able to connect back to yourself and love on yourself just like you've loved on everybody else during the day. Because sometimes love and relationships are complicated. So again, take care of yourself. Self-care and self-love look different for everyone. Today that might mean having a home spa day, buying yourself chocolate or flowers, reading a book, or taking yourself to the movies. Remember, the most important relationship you have is the one you have with yourself. that's the whole thing I'm trying to get at with this self-guide love, is that loving somebody else and having relationships with other people can be complicated, but you need to focus on the relationship you have with yourself, because at the end of the day, no matter if you have a partner, no matter how much time you spent with your friends and family, no matter if you even have children, at the end of the day, the relationship you have with yourself is going to be so more like in depth and then in person than the relationship you have with other people, because once you can pour into yourself, then that allows you to pour into other people. So take this day to love on yourself, to have gratitude for yourself, and really, bless and praise yourself on this day like you're doing for other people. Care for yourself like you would care for other people. Another thing I think that is really important for you to do today is to avoid comparison. Whether you're celebrating with a significant other or you're going solo, try not to compare your day to how others people's days look. Stay away from social media so you aren't distracted by, that curated, picture perfect version of what other people are posting or bragging about, especially if maybe you're in a rough patch in your relationship, or even if you're single and you're doing it solo. It can be heart-wrenching to go on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're consuming social media, and to see other people posting these pictures and these videos, celebrating, with friends and family and their significant other, and they just look so happy. And it can almost put you in a bad mood because you don't have that, or you feel like you need that, or, it makes you feel like you're missing out on something. And right now, wherever you're at in life, you're right where you need to be. And the things that you want are going to come to you, eventually. But it's okay to be wherever you're at in life. Partner, no partner, kids, no kids, friends, no friends, family, no family. It's just good to connect with yourself. And it's just good to take a step back and say, today I'm going to focus on me. I'm not going to focus on what other people are doing. I'm not going to focus on what they're posting. I'm just going to focus on what I need and how I can, love and care for myself. Because when you see things that people are posting, it's just going to upset you if you're not at that point in life that they are at. So it's just better to kind of not look at it. Now, after Valentine's Day is over, you can look at it and everything and, comment on other people's things like, oh, I'm so glad you had a good day. But I think just for you overall, taking a step back and not consuming would probably be the best thing to do. And again, like I was saying, ignore the social pressure. Despite the pressure from consumer culture, Valentine's Day does not need to equal to lavish gifts and fancy dinners. The day is supposed to be about celebrating love in our relationships, celebrate in a way that is respectful on your budget, your time, and your relationship. That's why I said this time of year and this day has become something of you have to buy the best gifts and you have to go to the fanciest dinners and you have to celebrate this in the best way. And we've forgotten that Valentine's Day is about love. It's about the relationships you have with your friends and your families and your loved ones, your spouse, your kids. It's about celebrating the love that you have in the way you want to celebrate it. Now, I'm not saying you can't buy somebody a really nice gift or you can't go to a fancy dinner. You absolutely can, but I think we've just thought that that's what the meaning of love is, and that's how we can show that person in our life how much we love them, is with how much we, are able to give them. And really at the end of the day, I think the person that loves you the most and the person that is, there for you is just gonna love being able to spend time with you and just to be present with you on that day. So Like me and my husband, before we got married, there was a point where we kind of just stopped celebrating, Valentine's Day. We used to go out and do fancy dinners and all this stuff, and then we stopped doing that and started buying stuff at home and doing dinners at home. And now we just kind of, spend the day together and do things we want to do, like going and getting sushi, or just going and getting, whatever type of food we like, or just staying home, sitting on the couch, talking to each other, watching movies, just enjoying the time that we have with each other. Because at some point, I think we just realized that it's more about being with each other and being present with each other rather than spending all this money on expensive gifts or fancy dinners. Now, of course, we still get each other, cards, and I'll still get him like a little thing of his favorite candy or like a little bear or something like that. It's just like a small gesture, but I think the day for us has become a day where, we can just love on each other and, again, be present with each other and really show each other what we mean to each other, instead of feeling like we have to spend a lot of money to show what our love is. And I just want you to know that, like, no matter how much money you spend on somebody, the way you really can show them how you love them is, to do little things for them, to talk to them, to appreciate them, to care for them. And at the end of the day, it's not going to matter how much money you spend. It's going to be like the memories you make. So maybe instead of, going and doing something fancy, you go hiking, or you go on a walk, or you do something like bowling, or just something that's fun for you to do together that you don't have to spend, all this time planning or spend all this money on. It's just something little that you can kind of just do together and be together and just be happy with, that time you spent. Because I don't want anybody to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I spent all this money on something that they don't even like. Like, just make it simple. Valentine's Day needs to be more simplified than it is already. And, love isn't only romantic. Remember that loving relationships aren't always about being romantic. Show appreciation for friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, or other people that are important in your life, and don't forget about pets. Love doesn't always, again, have to be something romantic. Loving somebody is showing them appreciation, showing them that you care, showing them that you're interested in what they're interested in, listening to them, having deep conversations with them. That's the stuff that at the end of the day I think people appreciate more than a fancy dinner or these lavish gifts. It's the time you spend together and that time you have and the memories that you can make. And there's so many other times, you can spend money on them and do these things for them. But really, it's just about the appreciation you have for them, for being in your life, and for being around. So I just think that for Valentine's Day, if we could just make it a little bit more simplified, that would be great. Again, you can spend whatever money you want on the person that you love, and you can take them out to a fancy dinner. If that's your way of showing them that you care for them and you appreciate them, absolutely do that. But I also think that there is those moments, at the end of the day, at the end of the night, that you can sit and just like appreciate each other and care for each other and love on each other without going all out or spending a certain amount of money. And even if, like me and my husband do, even just buying a card that says like, I love you and I appreciate you, and writing little notes to each other, and going out and doing something we both know we're going to love, or just sitting on the couch and cuddling, is our way to just show the appreciation we have for each other and just show each other that that's the way we want to represent our love, and that's just who we are. So I just want you to know that I love you, and I hope that you're having an amazing Valentine's Day. If you're spending it with somebody, if you're not spending it with somebody, even if you're alone, there are things that you can do for yourself to love on yourself and to be there for yourself and to have an amazing day. And whatever way you spend it, I just hope that it's amazing, and I hope that it can just bring you, so much joy. And I hope that at the end of the day, you can just appreciate the day for what it is and for not what, social pressure and society says it has to be. Celebrate the way you want to celebrate. Love the person and appreciate the person the way you want to. And just spend the day doing the things you want to do without feeling the pressure of having to go all out or over the top. So I am just going to leave you guys with that. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys had an amazing day. And if I could leave you with anything today, I would say try something new. Try something you haven't done before for yourself or with your friends or with your family or even with your partner. Try something that you've always wanted to do, but you've just never felt like you had the time to do it, and do it today. Or if you're, in a relationship, talk to your partner before and say, what is something we've always said we wanted to do, but we just never had the time to do it, and do that today. Do something different, mix it up, make it fun, and make memories. And again, remember, the Valentine's Day is about love, and it's about appreciation, and it's about showing that special someone in your life or yourself that you care and that you're here to take care of them or yourself. Again, today isn't about, celebrating with somebody else. If you just want to celebrate with yourself and take care of yourself and do what you need to do for yourself, that is absolutely wonderful. So happy Valentine's Day, guys. And I will talk to you guys again real soon.